Calm, calm, calm. I am calm. I'm calm. I'm calm. Nothing can break me. There is nothing here that can hurt me. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. You call? No. No. Hello, Vincent. It's good to see you again. Haven't seen you since you locked me away in the underworld. I should have known you'd be back. I should have tracked down that stupid gem, but all because Mr. Greenshirt had to take it for himself. So, I see you found yourself a new host. That's nice. That is very, very nice for you, isn't it? Now that I'm back, I can finally take my revenge on you, Vincent. When I'm done with you, I will make sure that you will not be coming back. I will bury your gem in the underworld. Actually, no. I think I'll throw it into the river Styx. That way, no one will ever be able to reach it without dying. And then I'm going to kill every single deity that's ever existed and establish a new world order. Well, you made the bad mistake of coming here. You realize that nobody has any powers in this realm, right? Oh, I know. I just came here to give you a little warning/greeting. You know, to give you a fair chance. I'm not afraid of you. I beat you last time. That's exactly what the last host said. And the last one, and the last one, and the last one. You? Read my lips, Vincent. You are not special. You are going down. Nobody ever beats me the second time. So goodbye, Vincent. See you real soon. Crap. Hello everyone and welcome back to Monsters of the Mind. As always, I'm your host, Mr.G. Today, we're talking about the being of childhood fear, the one that causes children to become afraid of sleep. Today, we're talking about the man named after mucus, the Boogeyman. Boogeyman means devil man. I assume he's an individual, since you only ever hear the word Boogeyman unless you're Homer Simpson. Yeah, I'm just gonna say individual. He was pretty malevolent, he lived worldwide, and there's a Boogeyman in basically every culture. Now, the Boogeyman does not have a set-in-stone depiction. Almost every culture's Boogeyman has a drastically different appearance, from humanoid to animalesque. Although his appearances may vary, his behavior is a lot more set in stone. In almost every culture's depiction of the Boogeyman, he's a figure that punishes children who have done naughty things. Other than that, though, the Boogeyman never has a consistent depiction. In several Latin America countries, the Boogeyman carries a sack with him, which he uses to take bad children away. Several Spanish countries have the entity El Coco, which is a hairy monster that hides under beds and eats naughty children. Several Mediterranean countries tell stories of the Babu, who takes children to a horrifying place for a year. Egypt has the man with the burnt leg, a man who got burnt as a kid because he disobeyed his parents. He likes to cook children. Haiti has the Master of Midnight, a giant monster who eats children who go outside at night. Indonesia had the Wewe Gombal, except she's actually nice, and she takes children away from abusive parents and keeps them until their parents learn a lesson. And even some of the monsters I previously talked about on the show could be considered like Boogeymen entities. And of course, there's Krampus, a being in several European countries who accompanies Santa Claus and kidnaps children on the naughty list. Speaking of which, have you ever noticed how Santa in America just gives bad kids coal, but in pretty much every other country Santa just straight up kills naughty kids? I'm not accusing him of anything, but it's definitely something to think about. I also like how these Boogeyman entities just straight up do not care about evil adults. Like, you can be a warmonger or a dictator, and he just doesn't care. But if you're a kid staying up too late, then that's unacceptable behavior and you deserve to die. Yeah, I don't get monsters' logic sometimes. Anyways, in addition to the monster known as the boogeyman, there's also what I like to call social boogeymen, which are things that parents are afraid of despite either not really existing or only happening 1 or 2 times. Some well-known examples of social boogeymen include the idea of poisoned Halloween candy. If you don't know, every case of poisoned Halloween candy has turned out to be a targeted attack, instead of just a guy just randomly handing out poisoned candy. And in fact, a lot of poison candy cases have turned out to be hoaxes created by the parents after not wanting to admit that their kid got into poison in their own house, so they poisoned their own Halloween candy to make it seem like the kid got poisoned by someone else. There's gel bracelets, which to this day parents are convinced are secret codes to say what you're willing to do somebody in a not advertiser-friendly way. There's the entire medium of video games, which even to this day, news media still likes to act like are murder simulators that are corrupting the youth. Then we got Harry Potter, Pokemon, Dungeons and Dragons, jazz music, rock and roll music, and heavy metal music, all 6 of which have been accused of being evil, demonic things that'll make kids worship the devil or have other satanic rituals inside of them, allegedly. Yeah. The moral of the story is that I guess parents just want to assume everything new is just this evil tool of Satan or something. Before I end this segment, I just want to say something to any parents who might be watching this. Don't lie to your children about why they shouldn't do something. Tell them up front why they shouldn't do that thing. Don't lie and claim it's because of a supernatural entity or something like that. Give them the genuine, honest reasons they shouldn't do something. Because if you tell your children stories about how if you do this thing, then a supernatural guy will eat you, they're probably not going to believe you later on when you actually do tell them the truth. So just be honest up front. Don't lie to your children and make up reasons why something's bad. Tell them the truth. Because parents who actively lie to their children are monsters. And you cannot change my mind on that fact. Since Vincent's still not here, let's just move right on to the card. Now, as I said earlier, there is no set-in-stone description for the boogeyman, whether it comes to behavior or appearance. So as such, this card is unrankable, because there is no such thing as a mythologically accurate boogeyman. Every single culture on Earth has their own interpretation of this guy, and they are all completely different. So this is unrankable. Thank you, and good night. Now let's look at the boogeyman in popular culture. The main antagonist of The Nightmare Before Christmas is the boogeyman, except here he's known as Oogie Boogie, and he's portrayed as a sack of bugs who likes gambling. And the boogeyman's also the main antagonist of the DreamWorks film Rise of the Guardians. Here he's portrayed as a guy with gray skin. There's the Pokemon Darkrai, who could be considered boogeyman-esque, considering that it's a being that causes nightmares. Yeah, I'm considering this a boogeyman appearance. There's Freddy Krueger from A Nightmare on Elm Street, who, considering that he's a guy who kills children and enters dreams, I'm considering him a boogeyman. Michael Myers from Halloween has often been called a boogeyman, despite not really having that much in common with the mythical creature. There's more than that, but I'm pretty tired right now. So, that's all for this episode of Monsters of the Mind. Join us next time when we talk about the screaming ghosts. Bye! Oh, hey Vincent, when did you get here? Oh, I just got here. Just now. Hey, why are you so bummed out? You should cheer up. We only have a few more episodes to go before we're done with this thing. I had a vision. I was meditating earlier, and as such, I was taken to the meditation realm. And in there, I had an encounter with my old enemy. You know that purple gem that Eric found? It found a host. And now, he's back to kill me. I'll explain more things when we get to a safer place. For now, you, Catherine, Eric, and your pet, you guys should come with me. I have a lot of explaining to do.